Hello and welcome back to Toasty Toes Uncut.
Uh,
Really? That's the best you've got?
yes. That's the most I can must. Bat.
Bali Agnew.
Bally actor.
Free
That was not-
Shavakadu? Alright. We got a
Hey,
good
Sam.
one. What?
Hey Sam, something came in the mail today.
My father's will?
No.
What?
These nuts. Hot. Got him.
What if you never heard from me again?
What if you just got out of your room, started sprinting, and didn't stop until you entered the Pacific Ocean, and then you just never came back?
What if I sprinted to your house?
Just punched me in the
Necked you?
face.
And then left?
I'm
Now,
dead.
we're gonna get to next eventually, Sam, because today's Toasty Toes Uncut, we are going to be, is very special. We're going to be chronologuing basically almost our entire history together, or as much as we remember. Because, like, a lot of the time we make these jokes, and there's these inside jokes, and there's no context for anything. And so we need a lot of the purpose of Uncut was also to give a lot of context to inside jokes, or at least that's how we originally intended it. So like 5-6 episodes later, here we go. We're finally gonna actually do it. So let's start up a game. Let me sip my liquid.
I
Refreshing.
had beans.
I wish you did have beans too.
That'd be really funny.
All right, there's still bean residue on your mic.
just sort of lick it off. No, there literally still is residue.
Depressingly lick the beans off your mic. This is what it's come to. Okay, we're done.
Pizza roll. I'm being TF 1041.
Oh, God damn it. I'm TF 1041. Okay, Sam. So let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. What is first? Okay, let's start with our first meeting.
Okay. Okay, let me think for a second. So, Sam and I met in the 6th grade. And we met in a class called Reading Lab, which they have for every middle schooler at our middle school. They had the purpose of that class is to further your reading skills. So for half the year they had Reading Lab, and then for the other half of the year they had Math Lab.
Oh God, we'll get to that.
So it was literally just to supplement like our regular English and math classes, and every kid had to take it until they took a language. And if you didn't take a language, you would just continue taking those classes. Anyway, our first class together was Reading Lab. So we had Reading Lab with Miss Mouth.
Miss Mouth.
I don't know why we call her Miss Mouth. It's just funny. And it rhymes with her actual name, which we will not reveal.
Do you remember our first conversation?
I think our first conversation wasn't a conversation because, like, I made some reference.
I think
and
we
then
got
you, like-
partnered together, right?
Yeah, we got
I remember the
partnered
two of
together.
us at a desk.
Yeah, no, we got partnered together, and I think we sat near each other.
Yeah, and we said, like, you referenced something, or somebody referenced something. And we were the only other person in the class who knew what we were referencing. It was probably Star Trek or something.
Yeah, no, like we were analyzing an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Oh,
Which is,
yeah.
Why would you give that to 12-year-olds, I guess? But, like, also, we were, like,
Well, we were
really
huge
excited.
nerds, right?
Yeah, we really liked Twilight Zone, so we were like, oh, shit.
And we really liked the one that obviously had William Shatner in it.
Yeah, the one with the bizarre creature on
The
the
bizarre
plane of the
creature.
wind.
That I said, look, it's Whoopi Goldberg. And she gave me this look of disdain.
What if we just ended the episode there?
What if one of our videos ended with, look, it's Whoopi Goldberg, and then it was just a Whoopi Goldberg? And she goes, I peed in my diaper. And then the episode ends.
Is that a line from a Whoopi Goldberg movie?
No.
Oh.
That's a line from you.
Oh no, I'm Whoopi Goldberg.
You morph into Whoopi Goldberg.
See, this is why we can't.
This is why we have no friends.
We can't be talking about morphing into Whoopi Goldberg.
We have no friends.
We're just making YouTube videos.
We talk about morphing into Whoopi Goldberg all the time. Okay.
Yeah, off camera, that's all we fucking talk about. All this shit is a sham.
This is a scam. Okay. Okay, back to it.
So, I don't remember any specific, like, stories from Reading Lab. Actually, I do, but they're all just, like, weird and not that funny.
Do you remember the original third Sam?
Oh my god. I feel like we have an obligation to call him by his real name.
No, we can't.
What would happen if we did?
I don't know, but I don't want to. I don't want to summon him.
Alright, fine.
Come up with a funny fake name.
Sam Bolinsky.
Baloney.
Sam Baloney. Because he was full of baloney.
Lamborghini.
Sam Lamborghini?
No, just Lamborghini.
Purple Lamborghini.
Zamboni.
Samuel Zamboni.
Okay, yeah, call him that.
Sam Zamboni. So
he was the Sam that preceded Sam C. This was before we.
Yeah, this was before we met Sam C, which was in the same year.
He was like Sam C's like draft.
Yeah, he was Sam C's rough draft. I think he was solidly the most obnoxious person I've ever met. I think.
I concur.
Like, he literally, I can't explain what made him so insufferable, but every time he opened his mouth...
Every time he opened his mouth, you just punch him in the face.
No, every time he opened his mouth, it was simultaneously, like, the most irrelevant thing possible, and yet, like, the most annoyingly, like...
He's the type of person to just, out of context, say a rage comic. Like, just speak a rage comic. Like,
and he doesn't stop.
Like, with no pictures, though. He'd just be like, why you do this? Me gusta?
Me gusta? Yeah, he would do things like say me gusta.
Yeah, he would do things like say me gusta if he dropped his pencil.
Sam, I don't remember a single thing he actually said. I just remember hating him so much.
I remember he kept purposely farting. I remember he kept farting and we were like, stop!
Stop farting!
And he would like chuckle.
No, yeah, and he would always laugh at his own jokes, like no matter what. He would never
Shut
not...
up!
Like, I don't think I remember a single time when anyone ever laughed at his jokes. But he would always, without fail, laugh at his own. And it makes me feel kind of bad, because maybe he was like, I don't know, just kind of like...
I mean, he was no different from us at the end of the day, but...
Well, yeah, he was no different from us, but like, no one liked him.
I mean, for good reasons, though.
Yeah, for good reason.
I hope he's in a good place now, let's just say that.
Yeah,
Make our peace. Just don't come near us.
With Zamboni.
Please, don't come near me.
Oh, and the thing is, after spring break, he did not come back to our school.
Yeah, we don't know what happened, so we all started the rumor that he died.
Well, yeah, like someone literally said, "Where is Sam Zamboni?" And I just said he died. And then they're like,
"He's dead."
And then we just he died on the vacation, like he just died. And then we refused to give like an explanation, so people literally thought. I'm pretty sure there was at least 2 or 3 dumbasses who actually thought Sam Zamboni fucking died. But like that for like the longest period of time, that was the only explanation as to why he didn't come back. Was
He
just
died.
people would
Because
say
we were
he
the
died.
only people who even remotely spoke to him. So everyone
Yeah,
just
I know, because
trusted
he
our
thought
opinion.
since we were kind of also annoying, like he had a license to speak to us. But it was also really funny just to say he died.
Yeah.
So, oh, remember that time Miss Mouth strangled somebody?
Did she strangle Josue? Alright, I don't know if Josue wants this story to be told, but...
Basu.
That's not gonna work, I already said his name. Alright, we're telling the story. If he doesn't like it...
You know what we
email
called
me.
Josue for a little bit?
What?
It was like a meme. I took Sam C's face, and I put the caption as, "Me when House dies." And House was spelled like Josue, but the U and the S were switched, so it was spelled Jousb.
You in the house.
And it was a picture of like Sam C doing the Me Gusta face.
Me when house time. That's really funny.
Me when House yeah, so I don't know what made House like unable to say wait, what was it she even strangled him for? Oh yeah. He couldn't name the vowels. Like he was like only 12 and he couldn't name the vowels. And he was like in the middle of class. He was like the Miss Mouth was like, "Quick, what are the vowels?" And he just turned. He was like, "Oh,
Or I'll fucking strangle you."
and he for like a second he kind of panicked because I don't think he ever had spoken before. He had ever spoken before, and he
He's
just
never
like
spoken.
called him out for no reason. Like it wasn't even relevant to the class discussion. She just, "What are the vowels?"
Look at this egg. What are the vowels?
Wait, what egg?
Remember when that teacher put an egg in the middle of the room?
Desef?
Okay,
Des
no, we're not gonna hit that. Okay, that comes later on the chronology.
Yes, it does. So so when he couldn't name the vowels, she grabbed his neck and shook him for about 10 seconds, like she pretended to strangle him, and then he just started crying.
And then she like publicly apologized.
Yeah, it was like a whole thing, and
But she was a really good teacher, though.
she was really good apart from strangling her
Well, it
kid.
was really funny,
It was really fucking funny.
but it was at the expense of him. So
Yeah, yeah. But I enjoyed Miss Mouth. And
same.
that was like the class we like got to know each other.
Yeah.
And everyone else in that class said really stupid shit, but like
I remember we would just scream. Well, not scream, but just your laugh is a scream. So anytime we would joke, we would just the most obnoxious things ever.
yeah. What class are you?
I'm militia.
Okay. So does that cover Miss Mouth?
That's all I can remember from Miss Mouth.
Miss Bourne called Benry and House whores one time.
Oh, I remember that. That's
That
irrelevant.
was really weird. But I feel like that doesn't really cover our friendship though. That's just a
No,
really
that's
weird
just
story.
an obscure factoid.
That one of our teachers called us a couple students whores.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, and then I don't think we had any other classes together in the 6th grade.
Wait. What about?
Oh wait, no, we had math lab.
Yeah, we got math lab is next because takes place second semester.
Yeah. And this was also when MLG memes were
Oh
popular.
my god, we're gonna get into this, aren't we?
Do you guys remember MLG? And our good friend Chode claims that he never found MLG funny, but I'm pretty
We
sure
all know
solidly.
he did. Come on, Cho.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we solidly, like we everyone solidly believed MLG videos were really funny, and they were
Yeah.
really popular.
And they were popular for a long time too.
Yeah, and I also feel like they're just so distant and obscure now that like the average kid has no fucking clue what MLG
What
videos
we're
are.
talking about, nor would the average teacher at the time.
Oh well, the teacher would be like really baffled at like
Like
Mountain Dew and
we would just be
Doritos
like,
and Shrek.
what?
What?
360?
And like that one PNG of a weed blunt.
Yeah, that one PNG and the pixel art sunglasses.
Yeah.
And we'd just be like, smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day.
In the middle of class.
Um. So we did that a lot, and whenever we got like a math worksheet with the number 3 on it, we'd multiply it
we
by
should
2.
specify this is Miss Seyler.
Oh yeah, this is Miss Seyler. The worst teacher I think we both ever had.
The worst teacher the worst human being I've ever met.
It's just.
And
do you want to
also-
start with her actually? Do you want to like?
No, yeah, let's give
begin?
context on her. Okay, first,
Yeah.
before we move into this. Okay, so also I just want to let you know that like Miss Seyler is a caricature of an actual person. Like in
Named Miss Seyler.
in our jokes. Like a lot
It's
of the
gotten
time
it's gone so far that she's become a different
we've
person.
been making
basically.
jokes about her for so long that she's like the jokes we make are barely what she was really like. But,
Yes, that is so accurate.
but it's really funny.
But yeah, it's really funny because we have a whole
this
new
is what
person
she
that
was
we
like
dream
to
of.
us, and she's actually a really great character. So
Yeah, I know. She like totally redeems herself in the end.
she's like the Deadpool of the Toasty Toes universe, basically.
Never say that to me ever again.
We're done.
We're done. Never speak. Don't exist.
It was
But
ironic.
go ahead.
Cut me some break. All right, back
Cut.
to the story. Let's give some context on Miss Seyler.
So I mean, I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. But do you have any like just give a quick rundown?
Okay. I've got some funny ones. Okay, so basically, the first day of school, she was really, really nice. Or like the first day of class, really, really nice, right?
Yeah, because this is second semester of like.
Yeah,
This
as
is
most
2015.
most teachers are when they first meet you. They're really nice.
Yeah.
But then she slowly got worse and worse throughout the year, despite the kids not even being not misbehaving at all. She just hated her life, basically. And I vividly remember a time where she was very overweight. I from my angle, like at my chair, I could see that she was like looking on Amazon for like entire boxes of fruit by the foot.
What? Wait, you never told me that.
Oh, I definitely did, but you've probably just forgotten by now.
I've repressed the memory.
Yeah. I just remember how bizarre it was.
Yeah.
She was just so like, how are you real?
Oh my
And
God!
then-
Wait, I remember the definitive Miss Seyler story, but
No,
go
no,
on.
no, no.
I'll tell
No,
it
no,
as
no.
like the finale.
The story of okay, we're
That
gonna get to
worksheet,
the
yes. I
Sam.
haven't thought about that in like 6 months, but go ahead.
we're gonna get to the phone call story too, so keep that in mind.
Oh Jesus! Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so, and then there was the time. This is a classic. This is just Miss Seyler at her finest. We were doing some stupid fucking project where we had to like take straws and make tetrahedrons. Do you remember that shit?
Yes, I do.
We had
Yes,
to
the
make-
summer reading book was all about tetrahedrons.
We read some garbage book about tetrahedrons over the summer.
It was a novel about a group, like a tetrahedron team who built like a giant paper tetrahedron. And for the uninitiated, tetrahedrons are like these, like they're triangular prisms.
They're like
That
3D
have-
triangular prisms, and
Yeah, they have like little triangles inside them. So
it's like
you could
three
make,
triangles making up a bigger triangle.
It's like a triforce, but like you can make them really big because like triangles within triangles within
Like
triangles.
yeah.
So go ahead.
Okay, so we're making those out of like straws and tape, and this one kid like worked really hard on his. I think it was a guy.
Yeah.
And one day during class, she fucking sat on it.
Wait, how did she sit on it?
It was like on the chair, cause like they were like fixing it or something, so they put it on the chair. And when she was like, everyone was like presenting their tetrahedrons, right? So she was like sitting in the back of the room with like a clipboard. And when she went to sit down, she sat on this kid's tetrahedron and crushed his entire project. I imagine her like getting up and it's stuck to her ass. She just peels it off. No, but this is the punchline though, Sam. She gave the kid an F. This really happened.
What? Wait, do her voice.
Wait, I used to be so good at doing an impression.
Yeah,
of
I
her.
know. We used to be really good at doing an impression
Yeah,
of her.
but my voice has changed, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of okay. Let me drink some water. I may be able to do it.
Oh yeah, this is it. Oh yeah. What? Whose fucking tetrahedron is that?
I can't really do it anymore.
Well, she sounded like she smoked like 2 packs a day.
Yeah, it's just like
What?
no, it's not even that low. Like my voice is too low now to do it.
How
Yours
do you
is,
do it? Like,
yours is a little better now than mine, but mine used to be a spot on.
Yeah, no, yours used to be like insanely accurate.
Yeah, like
and
I
same
would
with
just do
MC.
it for the entertainment of kids at the lunch tables.
But go ahead.
And she always used
Oh
to
yeah,
go,
no.
she always used to go,
do your math packet.
So,
Do your math packets.
she would give us a math packet every day.
yeah, it was like they're all 12, like 10 pages, and she never even like graded any of them. Like, and then she just graded you on like whether or not she sat on your project.
Yeah.
So she gave the kid an F for
Nothing.
for literally nothing. For like,
Incomplete, she put.
yeah, she said incomplete because she forgot she sat on it. I'm assuming.
No,
or
I think
whatever.
I think she willingly knew she sat on it, but she was like, I can't give you a grade. I mean,
I sat on it.
And didn't she eat like all the cupcakes for the kid when he bought him in for his birthday?
No. This is Sam C's story. I wish Sam C was here to tell it. It was Sam C's, I think it was his little sister or his little sister's friend, but I think it was his little sister.
Okay.
It was his little sister's birthday party, and she brought in cupcakes. But Miss Seyler was like,
Come on, it's middle school. You don't bring in cupcakes for your birthday anymore.
right? So she like confiscated them, and she said like, you can't eat food in class. And she fucking ate all of them. She ate this little girl's cupcakes on her birthday, and she cried.
And Miss Seyler did not give a fuck.
What are you looking at? Do your fucking math packet.
I just cupcake just like frosting all over her face.
Yeah, she's
What? What is it? What eyes are up here?
So okay. So I guess we should start with the phone story also with me, because I think the other one is like just the cherry on top of everything.
yes.
So one time
Oh my god.
one time my friend's mother butt dialed me in the middle of like math lab. So I was kind of clueless as a kid. I still kind of am clueless, but we weren't even doing anything in class. So I felt like, why not take the call? It seems like an emergency. So I pick up the phone and I say, sorry, I got to take this. And I walk out of the class.
You just go, sorry, I gotta take this, and leave.
And then, Sam, what was her reaction? Like, what did she say?
She was like, she sort of like put her hands up and distraught. She was like, what? What? And then she like got up and she was like,
Hold on, guys.
and then she like went out to talk to you.
She was just more shocked than anything else.
Just confused.
My friend's mother just ended up saying, "Oh, sorry, I butt dialed you."
And then she came outside and she talked to you. And we could like hear her. She was like,
What is wrong with you?
Oh,
man.
so there's that. But then the real thing that happened was, well, okay. So one day we got a math packet. I'm not sure if I remember the stories maybe as well as I should, but like I'll try to tell it.
I don't know what story you're about to tell, so if I remember any details, I'll jump in.
Okay.
But you take the reins for this one because my voice hurts from the Seyler impression, so I gotta take a sip.
So in the beginning of class,
Don't kill me,
she
you-
goes, you fool. So
I
in the
was
beginning,
holding a bomb. I was holding the keys to immortality. Okay, continue.
the fountain of youth. So in the beginning of class, she goes on a rant. And honestly, the way it works, the way Miss Sayer's class would work is she would sit at her desk and like browse Amazon or something for like maybe a half an hour. Keep in mind, class periods are only an hour. So she would browse her computer for like a half an hour and we would come in. And obviously, since she wasn't doing anything, we would just sort of start talking. So then by the end of like these periods, she'd get up and she'd be like, "Why are you talking? Class started half an hour ago. We should have started work." And then she would act like because we were talking, we couldn't start the class when in fact all she was doing was sitting there and not like
Never even
giving us
assigned
anything to do. So then she would waste another 15 minutes by like yelling at us to do things. And like about our responsibilities. So then I mean, on this particular issue, I think she wasted maybe like 15 minutes, and then she started talking about like how we were bad students or something. So then she goes, "If you don't ask for help, you don't care about your education."
Oh my god. You've told this story before, but tell it anyway.
Have I told this story before?
You have.
I don't, really?
Yeah, but it was a while ago. It was on one of the early Wacky Shacks. So
Okay.
it needs an update. So
It
tell
needs
it anyway.
an update, a critical update. So I'm thinking to myself, interesting. So then I start working on this math packet that she gives out, and I get to this section that I don't understand. So honestly, the choice is kind of just between should I multiply this or do I divide it? Like, what is the course of action here? So I'm thinking to myself, Miss Seyler went on that whole rant earlier in class about how we should ask for help. Maybe I would please her if I went up and interrupted her.
That was your first mistake.
Actually, listening to Miss Seyler was your first mistake. So it's just, I'm thinking to myself, maybe if I go up and interrupt her Amazon browsing, I'll like win her over, and she'll like think more highly of me, because I'll have had asked for help. So I go up, and I go, what do you think I should do here? Like what
Can you help me?
Yeah, can you help me with this? Should I multiply or divide? And she takes like 2 seconds to look at it, like literally like barely 2 seconds. She goes, divide it. And I was like, okay, just divide it. And she goes, divide it. I was like, is there anything else I need to do? And she just goes, listen.
Shut the fuck up.
She goes, you need to divide these numbers.
You need mental help.
So I'm like, okay, Ms. Seyler, if that's all you need, that's all I need for this problem. So I do the problems.
Did you just yawn on my fucking podcast, Sam?
I took 2 Benadryl. Ah! So I do the problems like that. I
You
divide.
can yawn when you're dead, Sam. Come on.
So then I complete that section of the packet and I wait for the correction period of the class where we all go around and we're like, well, I got this answer and I got that answer, blah blah blah.
She's like, you're wrong.
Well, what happened was I'm pretty sure like everyone raised their hand to answer that question. And I raised my hand, but before she even saw anybody else, she goes, Sam, I need you to answer this question. I was like, oh, okay. I got this. I got this answer. And then she just looks me in the eyes and in front of everybody, she goes,
You're wrong. You should have multiplied. You divided. What did I tell you? Huh?
and I was like, Miss Seyler, you told me to divide it. And she goes,
I was testing you.
and she was like,
If you know what you're doing, you shouldn't have to ask for help, ever. It's
Oh.
obvious that you don't care about your education.
I was
Goes
just
back on everything she said.
It's like, what? And everyone's staring at me like, what the fuck is happening?
Everyone's like, this kid's such a fucking idiot. She literally ruined your life.
Yeah, I'm ruined. I'm never going to get a job because of that day. So,
You're like, well, sir, I mean, I volunteered in the Peace Corps, and they're like, yeah, but you divided.
bro, you posted division. All right,
I
just
never
posted
speak
division.
again. You just posted division right there, bro.
Bro. Wait, where'd you go? Oh, shit. My bad.
Hey.
So that's like my big Miss Seyler story. The time she purposefully gave me the wrong answer to teach me a
No,
lesson.
she didn't purposely give you the wrong answer. She gave you the wrong answer and then tried to lie.
Oh, yeah! Wait, that's what happened.
Yeah.
It was like the most shocking thing I've ever experienced. It was like fucking insane because she went on this whole 5-minute rant about how I was like a problem.
Why are you breakdancing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I can't help it.
Knife.
Hey, Apple. Knife.
What if Pear had a gun? Okay.
Marshmallow. Okay, we're gonna go check.
Okay,
So that's
not
6th
talking
grade.
about Annoying Orange. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything from 6th grade. Keep in mind, OSA stories are not going to be included in this story time.
Osta stories are like.
Please
4%
watch Uncut episode 3 to hear those stories. Thank you.
Yeah. But what happened in the 7th grade, Sam?
What's the funniest thing? Sam, we totally forgot about all our computer lab stories. Such
I
as
think I have too.
no. Oh, you just don't remember?
No, I don't. What was computer lab?
Sam, you don't remember Ronald Davidson?
Oh my fucking god.
I'm bringing it back.
Oh my
I'm
god.
bringing it back.
Ronald Davidson.
The most unfunny thing to ever be unfunny in the history of comedy.
All right, you need to tell the story because I don't remember how Ronald Davidson even happened. Like I have brief flashes of I have brief
feeling?
flashes. Like I have flickerings, but I don't remember what happened to put Ronald
Okay.
Davidson in my brain as a thing.
So, we were in the computer lab. I think it... I don't remember what class it was, but we were both in the computer lab.
I think it was reading lab.
Yeah, and we had to do research on something. I don't remember what, but we weren't doing it. We were with... Let's call her Pingus. Right?
Oh my god.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
So let's call her Pingus. We were with Pingus, and we were looking at the DC wiki. Like the DC Comics wiki. And we were just looking at characters because we're losers. I don't know. We were into like the new 52 at the time, all that garbage, right? So, and then we were looking at, I think it was authors, like authors, and we found this guy named Ronald Davidson. And when you click on it, he had like a really generic white guy profile photo and no information. And this isn't even a joke. You went, "Who's Ronald Davidson?" And we laughed for the whole period. Because he just was like, "Who is he? Why is he on the wiki? He's just a man."
Ronald Davidson.
So then Ronald Davidson became the caricature for like the everyman. Basically.
Sam, I'm going to text Pingus tonight. It's just
say Ronald Davidson.
Ronald Davidson.
She definitely doesn't remember. There's
No,
way.
I feel like that's like a flickering in the back. Like there's a flicker.
Yeah.
Like you
Anyway.
don't think there's at least like some recognition? I feel like I'm not going to provide any context. Sorry, go ahead.
Just be Pingus Ronald Davidson. What?
What?
This is why we stopped hanging out. You just say shit like this. Who's
You're-
Ronald Davidson? If she
you're
said
mom.
who's Ronald Davidson, I'd cry.
That would be like poetry. It would rhyme.
All right, George. So, who's George? Nanny.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Yanny.
Yanny? What is that?
George and Lenny, but I got him backwards, so I went Yanny. When it should be George.
God, Sam. We're not referencing of mice and men on this video.
Okay, we're not referencing classic literature. Sam, this may or may not be out, but it's really funny.
What?
Okay. Alright, that's out. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like...
It wasn't that bad. That's just like
It
weird.
wasn't that bad. It was just weird and not funny and irrelevant. And we're not bringing it up. Okay, you'll never know. So don't stop asking me. Okay, because people always ask, what did I cut out? Like, that defeats the purpose of cutting. Okay. So, alright. What comes next? 7th grade, 7th grade, 7th grade. What's something that happened in... Oh! I know a story that happened in 7th grade.
Do you now?
We've been holding this story off for a really long time, Sam. It was teased in the very early days of the channel. But I think it's time that we finally say it.
Take it away.
I'm sorry, but you died in like the funniest way right here. I'm just gonna be real with you right now.
How?
Do you know where I am?
Oh my god.
Oh, do you see that?
Yeah, that is really funny.
Okay.
I look like I'm planking.
Yeah. Okay. So. This was in my history class. In the 7th grade. I was working in a group with about 4 people. And I think the people who were there was, okay, so there's this kid. Let's call him Shirag. Right? That's his code name.
Sam, is this the is this the bisexual Shirag or the dropout Shirag?
There's a dropout Shirag. This is the bisexual Shirag.
Okay, never mind.
Irrelevant. Non sequitur. Okay.
Just nonsense.
So, the bisexual Shirag.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm drawing this out. Let me speed this up. So it was me, Shirag, this man who will go by the name of Berg, Bergen,
Nose.
the Bergens from The Bergen.
No, Sam, he's Nose Bergen.
Nose, yeah, nose, so no.
So
It
Nose.
was Shirag. Nose.
Bisexual Shirag. Nose.
It was Shirag. Okay.
By the way, Sam C went up to Nose and said, hey, from now on, can I call you Noseberg?
No.
And then he put his hands in a triangle over his nose and said, Nosanati.
We forgot to mention Nosanati. That was a thing we did. It was obnoxious. Forget it. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm telling the story, Sam, and you cannot
Sorry,
delay.
go ahead.
It was me, Burgundy, Nose Burgundy, Shirag, and a man by the name of Ollie. So we were working in a group, and I forget what we were doing. I think we were like drawing a map. It was something ridiculous and pointless. And he goes, like necking people was a joke at the time. Like, it was like a funny thing to neck people, which if you don't know is where you grab the back of someone's neck and you rub it. And it like burns for like a second, but then it goes away.
Not in like a sensual way, but just like a quick
Just like, yeah, just like, if you can hear that. And then it like burns for a second and then it goes away. And it's like, ah, gotcha. You know, funny thing. So Ollie goes, yo, can I get a pen? Can I get an eraser? And I go, no, that's a neck. And then I neck him really fucking hard. And then he goes quiet for a few seconds. And then his body just starts contorting. And we thought he was doing something funny. We're like, Ollie, what you doing? What you doing?
You thought he was doing a dance.
And then he just erupts into a seizure. I necked him so hard that he had a seizure. I gave a man a seizure.
And then back Bapa Demetrio.
No, you can't say that.
Why?
Don't mention it. No, but then he was like,
I'll call the police. I'll call the police.
He was like, stand back. I'll call the police. No, the funny part was that like he started having a seizure, but nobody believed that he was having a real seizure. So we let it go on for way longer than it should have. Like, because like Ollie was the type of person to have to fake a seizure. I don't know why he would fake seizures since he's prone to having seizures. But like he would fake seizures a lot, so nobody believed it was real. And we were like, get up, Ollie, you're just faking it. Get up. And he kept doing it. And the teacher was like, Ollie, what are you doing? Get up off the ground. Right? It's dirty. Right? And she was like, oh my God, he's having a seizure. And then so a panic ensued. Everyone was screaming. Back Bapa Demetrio was like, I'll call the police. And he calls the police, but it does nothing. Right? And eventually, the paramedics come and take him away.
Also, I'm pretty sure it was that one guy who noticed he was having a seizure. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, that one guy, he was like, I think he's having a seizure. He was cool.
Yeah, I kind of fucked with it, but
That's that story.
yeah, so he almost died. Oh, and then didn't Nose also almost die?
Oh, yeah, Nose choked on pizza. So many of our friends are dead.
Sam, Nose choked on pizza in the 7th grade, and the security guard had to perform the Heimlich maneuver on him.
On Nose? That's so funny.
Yeah, so I was there while he was convulsing in the air as the...
Tell me the story.
No, I
wasn't there.
I was outside having lunch in the 7th grade, and Noseberg takes a bite out of his pizza, and then all of a sudden he kind of turns red, and he starts choking on a slice of raw cheese. Like not raw, but like undercooked
Raw
cheese.
What?
Yeah.
Raw
Cheese. It was undercooked like cheese. It's like a block that was caught in his throat, and he couldn't breathe. And the security guard picked him up as he was convulsing and I was laughing really hard. So if he
probably
had
felt-
died, the last thing he would have seen was me laughing in his face, which is I feel really bad about.
But it's like,
Um,
Nose is choking to death.
Yeah, and if you knew Nose, you would know that that's really funny. And Nose and I actually were quite good friends after that. But
Yeah, he doesn't care, so it's okay.
yeah, well, whatever. But so yeah, so he was just this tiny little boy getting Heimlicked by the security guard, and eventually he vomited everywhere. Actually, no, it was like a small bit of vomit that like just came out. It wasn't like this crazy projectile thing. And like the hunk of cheese just kind of like, came out. And that's it. Could have died.
That is comedy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so tired from laughing.
Yeah, I
Real
know.
Shit. Oh,
We've
man.
only gotten to the 7th fucking grade.
Oh my god, there's still another grade. Well, luckily, do you think anything happened in 8th grade?
Well, that teacher got his arm broken.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Yeah, we also told this story already, so I feel like we should skip that one.
Oh yeah.
We told it more recently, so
I forgot his name too.
yeah, we're not saying it.
He had like an Overwatch Twitch stream.
Yeah, he still Twitch streams, so we would love to get him in, since we're not his students anymore.
I was never his student, to be honest. Like
I was his student though, so like I'd love to get this guy to guest star on a series.
oh my god, and he can give us like the unbiased perspectives on all our friends that whom he taught.
Oh yeah, he could just reveal what he really thought of them.
Holy shit.
That's hilarious.
All right. Yeah, that's the new goal. So anyway, is that all of middle school?
I think. Whoa, okay. Well, do we want to tell? Did anything funny happen on any field trips? Oh. Oh, wait, I remember a funny story. There was the time that me and Tajay were sent to the World Trade Center.
Oh, I remember that.
That was funny.
That was really funny.
No, so me and like a couple students I think we were randomly picked to go to a meeting in the World Trade Center where we were going to be representing like our county's school system and like pitch something to like a board of representatives about like how to improve stuff, and we were supposed to give like our student opinions on things or whatever. And me and keep in mind I was a loser, right? And this really cool, very popular man named Tajay, who was just so cool in every way, we got partnered up to go there together. So me and Tajay spent the whole day in New York City, like just the two of us. And we went to the top of the new what's it called? Freedom Tower. Cuz our meeting was in Freedom Tower.
Right.
It was so weird and bizarre. And I remember
Because you're getting ready with him in the bathroom, right?
Yeah, I was getting ready with him in the bathroom and I got a nosebleed from altitude sickness. So I just had a nosebleed and I just had like a mental breakdown, like because I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get out of my suit. So we were wearing tuxedos. We looked like the Men in Black. We were just, me and a man who have barely talked before bonded so much that day. Like, it was so funny. We got bagels together.
Wow.
So cool. I was humbled to be in his presence.
Yeah, that sounds like a humbling experience having a nosebleed next to Tajay.
Yeah. He's like, you good, man?
And then like having to give a presentation where it's
yeah,
like,
I know.
all right,
And then immediately after we had to give a presentation.
all right, we got this.
They were like, you're on 5. And I was like, shit.
The Johnson report.
The Johnson. Where did the Johnson report come from?
I have no fucking idea.
There's
I
some
have
things
absolutely no clue.
There are some things that I have no fucking clue where they came from. One thing, 1995, I don't know where that came from. Like, I've forgotten.
Yes, you do.
I do not remember.
ETAR 1995.
Oh, you're right. I just remember.
You dumb bitch. When we were on COD and we just told a guy to eat tar.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I remember that.
Oh wait, no, that guy told. We
No,
called him
he
an
told us
orphan,
to
but-
eat tar.
Yeah, because we said something really
No,
insulting.
we told him to eat tar. No.
Wait, really?
His
we
name
told. Yeah,
was
oh yeah,
Stay
we told.
Cozy, 1995.
Stay cozy. Yeah, go friend him right now on Xbox Live.
Yeah,
Stay
we,
cozy.
and harass him. Just send him eat tar every day.
Eat tar.
Yeah. Because he told us we have downs. So we were like, eat tar. Anyway.
Tar. 1995.
Sam,
What?
we have forgotten the
3?
big one. The big
What?
one, Sam.
What is it?
The origin of 3. Keep in mind, okay. we are
Mr.
about-
Fritz!
No, Sam. We are about to reveal the origin of our most bizarre joke. This is a Toasty Toes Uncut exclusive. I do not think the origin of 3 has ever left the two of us. Like, have we ever said it?
We told it to Chode one time.
But he didn't laugh.
Yeah, I know. I don't think he comprehended what it was.
No, I don't think anyone could comprehend the sheer beauty that was that moment in our lives. Like, that was the moment where I
Wait,
was
but
like,
it was such a specific like conversation. Like, how would they understand? Like,
it's
how?
okay. We're gonna explain it to the best of our abilities. Can we explain that whole night to the best of our abilities?
Yeah,
Do you remember what grade that was? Was that 7th,
I think that was 8th.
8th grade? That seems too late. I feel like
I have no fucking clue when that night occurred.
I don't remember.
Like, it was just like a blip in time
I know.
when we saw
Time
this
was
comedian.
frozen. No, okay. Let's start from the very beginning when we were at the Jewish Community Center.
Oh my god! And we made all those weird characters on the Wii Sports
Yeah.
console.
What-
Iraq
what-
and Iraq Junior.
Iraq Senior.
I feel like that's really irrelevant.
No, there was like a Muslim like man on because there was like a public Wii that like anyone at the Jewish Community Center could do, and there was like a Muslim man named Iraq Junior, so we made Iraq Senior. It was so fun.
And then wasn't there just a guy named Iraq?
Yeah, there was like Iraq and Iraq Junior, so we pitched in. We made Iraq Senior, and he was like an old man, and he was like Iraqis.
Is that what he says, Sam? Is that what?
Yeah,
is that his
that's what he
thing?
says.
Is that his?
He goes
is that his
Iraqis.
shtick?
That's
He says
that's
Iraqis.
his catchphrase.
Iraqi.
Every episode he goes Iraqis
And then the studio audience goes,
everywhere. Didn't we make like Peter Griffin and stuff?
I don't want to think about that.
I don't want it. Okay.
And then the comedian just screamed.
No,
for
and then
us.
we got no, we have to talk about how we got pizza and we were in the car.
I don't remember that.
Okay, I do. There was like a pizza place in the Jewish Community Center where your dad worked, right?
Yeah. I
And-
feel like this is giving away so much, but go ahead.
Well, who fucking cares? Just fucking. We're all gonna die. So then, irrelevant. So then, we got a pizza from there, and we were driving to go see a stand-up comedian that your mom recommended. And we were like, okay. And so we go there, and we're in the car eating pizza. So we're both getting really full, right? Like, so full that we cannot stand laughing for an extended period of time without crapping or throwing up, right?
Wait, what? Without shitting our pants?
Yeah.
Did
Like,
we
because we literally ate so much pizza. Like, we were fucking fat. We ate, like, a whole box of pizza. We were just like, oh. And it was, like, thick crust, like, double
Yeah, it was like the
layered
big
cheese.
boy. Yeah.
The big one.
The big one.
It was called on the menu the big one.
Yeah. The big kahuna.
So we were eating that, and we were, like, so fat. And then, okay. This was the the conversation we were talking about I don't know if I want to reveal what we were talking about because it's so bizarre.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean no?
No, we just can't. Like,
No, but you kind of need to.
I
Okay.
mean, you do, like, but like,
We were
I'm not going
talking-
to even try to understand.
We were talking about a timeline, and we hadn't figured out like the year system for this timeline. Cause like
This sounds so weird, by the
we
way.
were trying to figure out. We were trying to figure out the continuity of a cinematic universe or whatever that has a very confusing continuity. And we were trying to map it all out. This was a cinematic universe that we invented. Just gonna come out and say it.
You're just gonna come out and say it. We had completely made up this entire universe, and it was so bizarre and weird. It was so bizarre and like massive that it just was confusing.
Yeah. So we were taking because it was a long car ride. So we were taking the time to plan it all out. And we were like, okay, let's start at the very beginning, right? So we started with year 1.
And then as a joke, I was like, well,
No. Okay, no. You're going too far ahead.
go.
Okay. We're okay. It's so funny. We're going, okay, year 1, and we figure out like the birth of the universe and like all this stuff from year 1 because we're making up this cinematic universe, right? And we're gonna turn it into a script. So we make year 1, and then we're figuring out year 2, and year 2 is pretty complicated. So we spend like maybe 20 minutes on year 2, right? And we're like, okay, 2. We go,
Dude,
okay.
this is happening in real life right now.
We go. Okay, year 2, all this stuff happens. Like Vietnam takes place in year 2 or whatever. Like all this stuff happens.
And then I said,
I know, and then he goes, okay. So what comes after 2? And then I slowly look at him. I go, 3.
3. And then
You go, Sam, no.
And then I was like, wait. And then we laughed for about like 30 minutes straight.
I'm not even kidding. And your mom was like, it's not that funny.
It was just so like perfectly timed.
I can't recreate the timing. That's the thing.
It was just like I like couldn't explain what made it so special.
It was so hilarious. We literally just kept looking at each other and going, 3? What comes after 2? 3?
Like we were like it actually hurt us how
Like,
hard we were laughing.
no, because we ate so much pizza.
Yeah, I know. We were about to fucking vomit everywhere over the
In
number
car.
3.
All over
Which-
your mom's car.
Which just made it funnier to us.
Yeah, because
The fact that it was
we
funny
couldn't
just made it
stop
funnier.
laughing, and we were like, stop, and then we look at each other and we keep laughing. I would just look at you and I just go, I just hold up 3 fingers and be like, 3?
And then we came up with the idea of Jack Nicholson turning to the camera
Going,
saying
3,
1995.
That's why Jack Nicholson is a joke also, for some
Yeah.
reason.
Because
Because
Jack
of Batman 89, probably.
Yeah.
Probably he did something. Oh yeah, no, because of Eyes of a Mime in Batman 89.
Sam, you realize that was possibly the most nonsensical sentence that like
No, so
to
one
an
day-
outside
one day in
audience, like-
gym, I was watching Batman 89 the other night. In the scene where Joker is cutting the pictures of Vicky Vale, what the fuck does he say? Because there's a scene where you just can't understand what Jack Nicholson is saying. He looks at the picture and there's like violin music playing and he goes, "Eyes of a mime makes a mookie." He'd be like, "What? Eyes of a mime makes a dookie?" And we just kept going, "Eyes of a mime."
Eyes of a mime.
And then so we were like, what if Jack Nicholson turned to the camera, went 1995.
Eyes of a mime makes a mookie.
Eyes of a Mime makes a mookie. 1995. No Sonati, no Sonati. Ronald Davidson.
Sam, no one on earth has ever spoken those string of words together.
Except for us.
Holy shit.
We've said like a first. Anyway. So then 3 became like a joke.
Yeah, the number fucking 3.
One time, do you remember? This was actually in high school. Where you were like our LA teacher, the one we don't like, was like talking, like she said something, she's like, okay, get into groups of 3, and then I looked at you and I slowly raised 3 fingers and raised my eyebrows, and you like lightly chuckled and were like holding in a laugh, and then she just looks at me and she goes, "Are you mocking me?" And I was like, "No," and she was like, "What's so funny?" And I was like, "Miss, I couldn't explain it if I tried." Like, I would need to take it back 5 years. Start from the beginning.
Can you imagine her face if you tried explaining to her the Toasty Toes lore that we were coming up with that night?
What?
She just...
What's
what is
Nom
a Toasty...
2?
She just goes, "What is a Toasty Toe?"
What if she found the Toasty Toes channel?
I...
Delete it. Delete the channel.
Delete now. Go, 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 go.
Fucking get rid of it. Burn this.
Wait, Sam, do you want to explain the origin of Toasty Toes?
Most definitely.
Holy shit. No one knows what... Because people would always say, like we're the Toasty Toes, but, like, they wouldn't actually know.
Yeah, people
what
wouldn't
that
get
was.
where it came from.
Yeah, like, our friend group was actually known as the Toasty Toes.
Yeah, no, okay, the name, the YouTube name Toasty Toes comes from the fact that that name is, like, so near and dear to us because we've been using that name for, like, our friend group forever. Like, we were the Toasty Toes, like, that was our identity, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, everyone, like, you had to get initiated into the Toasty Toes by eating a Hot Pocket. Like, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's say the origin of, like, how that even happened. How the Toasty Toes came to be.
Well, one day we were in middle school, and one day you found one of those hand warmers, except it wasn't a hand warmer, it was a feet warmer. It's
and
called...
it wasn't even a feet warmer. It was a sticker for a feet warmer that fell off the packaging.
Yeah,
I found
if
it in
someone's
the hall.
sticker hadn't fallen off, like, that, we would have never had that name.
Yeah, that's so weird, butterfly effect.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I was like late to lunch or something like that. So I was like walking and I found it in the halls. I found it on the floor, like a sticker. And it said on it, "Are you a Toasty Toe?" And it had the logo, the foot warmer logo. So after being absent all of lunch, I just burst in through the door, smack the sticker on the table and just go, "Are you a Toasty Toe?" And the
That's
rest,
all we could talk about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
and the
just-
rest is history.
the rest is history. Yeah, man.
And then we literally said at the end of our lunch table, that should be our gang name.
Yeah, and then we formed a gang. We participated in gang warfare
As the Toasty Toes.
as the Toasty Toes. Our mission: be as bizarre as possible.
No, our mission's to toast some toes.
True. So anyway, we used that name for like everything, ever. Like our clan name in like Call of Duty was Toasty Toes, like everything. Well, we couldn't fit Toasty Toes, so we put like TT.
Yeah, or just toes.
Yeah, or I think we put Toes for Black Ops 3. I think our clan name was Toes.
Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3. Yeah, so that, and then obviously we made Toasty Toes the channel name. What else is there?
We haven't even gotten to high school yet.
We haven't gotten to high school. Do you have any high school stories off the top of your head?
No.
No.
I mean, the entirety of high school was just like a...
Nothing happened in high school that much. Because by the time high school rolled around, we were already like our humor was based on the inside jokes from middle school.
Yeah.
So it's like we didn't form any new material. We just kept like everything was already any
Except
joke.
for I'm gonna kill you.
Oh yeah. Well, any joke that was like could ever have been made was made in middle school.
This is true.
This is a fact.
This is a fact.
Who's yelling? Did you hear that?
No.
Oh. I'm a schizophrenic.
I'm a schizophrenic.
Okay. What else could there be? Let me take a double... I'm going to take a double check if I have any other notes written down. See if we could come up with anything. Oh! I've got a couple stories. Not that much, but I just thought they were really funny. Prank stories, Sam. I understand you've got a couple of these.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you trying to deny it?
No, I actually don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You told me a while
that-
ago you pulled some pranks.
But that's such a vague thing.
I guess so. But you said you wanted to say them on the.
I mean, I guess there's the time I called up, like, a Rhode Island Home Depot and told them, like, and pulled up, like, a Hank Hill soundboard.
Oh, you already talked about that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Sam, you didn't even tell the. You didn't even say the Mr. Fritz.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the comedian we saw just kind of screamed for an hour. And he often did devil horns for some reason. So it was just kind of this surreal experience, and I don't think it even really happened. I honestly think this guy's a figment of my imagination.
He's like, Mr. Fritz. He literally just and that's also probably where our obsession with screaming came from. Funny scream.
Yeah,
Funny
and
scream came
I
from
think
that.
he made this weird joke about, like,
Hillary
the
Clinton.
elections.
Yeah, he was like Hillary Clinton.
No, he was like, he said, people act like elections are actually going to make a difference in people's lives. And when there are these elderly people choking on their yogurt in the elderly homes, that makes no difference. They act like if so-and-so poopy gets elected, then, you know, this person's going to get elected. And if this person gets elected, it's going to be some totalitarian regime. Ooh! And then he just raised his hand, like in the Sieg Heil. And he said,
then he was like, they're gonna be the next Obamas. Oh, didn't he say something like that? He was like Obama. He mentioned Obama.
yeah, he said the name Obama, and then he said, oh. And then he started rambling about this dog that had no limbs, and like couldn't shit, and his name was Mr. Fritz. That was it.
That was the end of the story.
That was the end of our life, Sam.
What? Turns out you're a ghost.
I'm a
Fade
coma.
away.
I'm
I'm a coma.
no, I'm not in a coma. I am the coma.
If you deadass woke up tomorrow and everything was a coma, what would you do?
I don't know what you mean by everything.
Like your whole life.
I don't know how I'd move on.
3. But then no one else in the world would ever get 3.
Holy shit! Could you imagine if you just had all these inside jokes in your head?
And no one else would ever get them. And you just like say shit at like a table and you'd be like, what? And like you forget that it's a new friend group.
You just say something like Binky's Trap House, and then everyone just stares at
You
you.
fucking stupid. They're not your friends. Anyway.
Who are you, sir?
So this is my daughter's birthday.
What?
Binky's Trap House.
Binky's. Binky does birthday parties.
Yeah. Well, Sam, I don't know how long this episode has gone on for, but I think it's gone on for long enough because we are very tired. I gotta get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
I could sleep a horse.
What? It's 1 a.m. if you couldn't tell. We've been recording a lot today, so I think we're gonna end it here.
All right.
But thanks for tuning into this Uncut. This one was obviously a bit more chill, a bit more laid back because we're sleep deprived. But hope you enjoyed these stories.
Yes.
Indeed.
Poopy.
Do something funny for once in your life, Sam.
My ex-wife. I'm stuff. D's nuts. 1995.
I have a bonk.